You know that car you take to work every day? Lock it up. Car theft is up 4% since the first 6 months of 2022. The most notable brands being stolen are Kia and Hyundai. Phoenix police say that the escalation is from a recent TikTok trend that highlighted how easy it is to steal Kia and Hyundai cars. Phoenix recently expanded their e-bike and e-scooter program. Both Lime and Spin are required to deploy 30% of its bikes and scooters to equity zones. Historically, these are zones where residents have had a hard time finding transportation, such as in South and East Phoenix. The 2023 Glendale special bond election has two questions on the ballot. The first, should bonds go to street and parking infrastructure, or should bonds go to public services buildings like police stations and fire stations? Since COVID-19, higher demand for online sales has caused the U.S. Postal Service to slow down. A new report from the state of Arizona predicts a severe groundwater shortage in the Phoenix area, home to 4.6 million people. An increase in grocery sales since 2019 may lead you to believe that some people are spending more on groceries, but they're actually buying less. The rising prices are a sign that people are trading down from restaurants and preparing food at home instead. I'm at the Rebel Lounge for the To the Moon and Back tour, awaiting the arrival of Mato Wayuhi and Shutez Kat, two indigenous rappers who are going to play here tonight.
Phoenix! Phoenix!
Go like this.
Bit by bit, I think the intention is there for us to hold our privilege, to hold our platforms, to hold our community really closely with us as we do these things.
It's a privilege to be able to do it, and so I want to do it in a way that's respectful and also like true, and just like potentially flawed and just beautiful and messy and poetic.
The timing just felt right for longtime friends and indigenous rappers Mato Wayuhi and Shutez Kat to collaborate. The To the Moon and Back tour celebrates the musical journey of each artist and the unification of Native communities. Shutez Kat explains their responsibility as young musicians in the industry to use their platform for good.
It was just to create that intention of getting back to seeing our people all together. The pandemic stifled so much creative energy, so to get to open up these like beautiful little portals in all these cities all over the place felt really good. And
their hip-hop performance in Phoenix was the halfway point of the first leg of the tour. They planned a total of 8 shows in 8 big cities across America. I am here with DA. He is a member of the band. DA, can you tell us what you're doing tonight and how the tour has been?
All right, so I'm performing guitar for Mato Wayuhi. I play like all the lead guitar stuff, a little bit of rhythm. Yeah, we're gonna play a really good show tonight. I'm really excited for Phoenix. Like a lot of friends here might show up, and it's always good to see familiar faces. Makes me a little bit more comfortable on stage.
Mato Wayuhi says he's grateful to be able to experience this journey with his closest friends. He identifies as two-spirited and hopes to inspire young people to be their most authentic selves.
Growing up, I knew who I was, and I knew that music could be an outlet for that, you know, in terms of just expressing my identity, both racially and sexually and culturally and everything like that. And I didn't want anyone to feel how I felt growing up, you know, ostracized and like marginalized and kind of like afraid to be themselves. And so specifically like in the last year, just with my music videos and stuff like that, I was like, I'm not afraid anymore. You know, it's like I don't have anything to hide, and it's good. It should be celebratory, you know, and yeah, I want kids to feel good about being themselves.
we're learning a lot from it as to how we want to kind of hold our careers going forward and how we want to hold the space that we take up as artists.
Yeah, and I still see you now, how I saw you then. And so you say, shake me away.
They just finished their last show from this part of the tour in New York on November 18th. The tour will resume again mid-December in California. In Phoenix, reporting for 330 News, I'm Demi Dupavillon. The first ever Indigenous Tattoo and Music Festival embraced traditional styles of art. Each tattoo, song, or craft was inspired by Native culture and personal experience. The man doing the tattooing is Marcos Ochoa, known for his cultural sensitivity and high-quality work.
I do a lot of the basket designs. It's part of our tradition, and it kind of awakens our culture and with the youth, kind of helps them understand where our art came from, because the designs on the baskets been around for over 100 years.
This jewelry booth belongs to Still She Lives. Owner Demi Dupavillon gathers her inspiration from what was passed down to her.
These are my messenger earrings. These are the main focal point here are the hummingbirds. So in our culture, hummingbirds are messengers for us.
Mackenzie has faced many struggles in her life. She hopes sharing her art will help other women find strength as well.
So the STILL is an acronym, so that sticker there kind of breaks it down. So it means Standing Triumphantly Indigenous, Loving, Learning, She Lives.
Quinn Honani shares his passion through Sharpies and ballpoint pens.
I actually went to school at the Institute of American Indian Arts in 2010, and there they only wanted us to have the high-end art supplies, but then I couldn't afford all of that. I guess I choose the medium because I want to show the world that you don't need, high-end, expensive art supplies to create art. Art is, something that comes from within. And
Like Quinn said, the art at this festival is special because it comes from the heart.
This is the first Indigenous tattoo convention, and it turned out real good. I mean, yeah, with all these artists, all these Indigenous artists, super surprised on how it is, and just, I want to go get work myself.
Demi Dupavillon, 330 News.